We all know that medical care is expensive and that dealing with the bills can be challenging and stressful. For those who face significant self-pay portions, the challenges and stress only increase. With patient advocacy from the Caris Group, you can help provide relief by giving your employees or members the help they need when their benefit plan may not be enough. Since 1996, the Caris Group has negotiated thousands of bills for self-pay patients with an average savings of more than 30% on each bill. Your employees or members can expect similar savings, along with a friendly and attentive service that's become a Caris hallmark.
By providing patient advocacy, you're standing behind your members and your employees, and you're saying, look, even after our benefit plan may have run out, we're not going to leave you alone.
Levi Smith serves as president of the Caris Group.
We know that our clients care about their employees or their members and provide them with a health benefit plan that makes sense for the client. But when the funds from those benefit plans run out, patients who have had a substantial medical incident are still left with bills that they're not sure how to pay. And in these situations, what you can do as an employer or an organization is provide a service for your employees so they don't feel vulnerable or left alone in these situations, and they actually get the assistance they need to try to resolve their medical bills in as cost-effective a manner as possible.
Here's how patient advocacy or medical bill mediation from the Caris Group works. When medical bills exceed an amount agreed to by you and the Caris Group, Caris gets started. They explore every option from government programs and charitable assistance to discounted settlements or extended payment plans. Instead of applying pre-negotiated contractual discounts, Caris focuses on the unique set of factors presented by each patient and their locale, provider, and procedures. What's the outcome? Significant, sometimes life-changing savings for most patients. And it's not just the finances. Caris takes care of a lot of the grunt work involved in dealing with unpaid medical bills, so patients can focus on what's really important, their health. Your employees or members will have the comfort of being in the hands of an experienced advocate who will help them every step of the way.
Our team has spoken to literally tens of thousands of medical providers. We've handled innumerable medical bills, millions and millions of dollars in bills.
Tony Dale founded the Caris Group in 1996 after his own run-in with the American healthcare system.
I had surgery following an accident to my knee, and I was astounded at what the bill was going to come to. And so I began making some inquiries. I called the doctor, the MRI, the hospital, and to my amazement, I found that there were all sorts of price structures there, and they just wanted to know which category I fit in. I realized that there were millions of people out there who were never going to understand the system, and that many of them needed help. And so we started the Caris Group so that we could help these folks.
Since then, the Caris Group has grown and now works with providers, patients, and clients across the country. For more than a decade, they've fine-tuned the processes to achieve the best savings possible for patients on the self-pay portion of their bills.
Most patients don't know how to handle these major bills that come their way. And for them to have a firm that includes a physician like myself, an attorney like Levi, who can go to bat on their behalf, trained, experienced staff who've now dealt with thousands and thousands of bills, is an enormous asset. Most people have no understanding of the devastation that is felt by a family who are left with tens of thousands of dollars of bills and they don't know how to pay them. That's like having a second mortgage. We come in, we hold their hand through the whole process of how are these bills going to be dealt with. And for many families, that's a lifesaver.
When one of your members or employees is left with medical bills exceeding an amount you and Caris set, here's what happens. A Caris team member calls the patient to get a comprehensive understanding of the patient's situation, including finances and details on the relevant bills. After obtaining a medical release, the assigned advocate screens the patient for government assistance and charitable programs. Now, depending on the outcome and the patient's financial situation, Caris also pursues discounted settlements or extended payment plans. Throughout the process, Caris shoulders the burden of managing the flow of paperwork, following up with decision makers, and escalating a case when the patient isn't getting a fair deal.
We stick with the patient. If we have to continue filing paperwork on their behalf and chasing one agency after another, or one person after another at the hospital. We'll continue to do so until we see it through.
The patient advocate keeps working until a resolution has been mediated between the patient and providers for every bill Caris is working on.
On average, we save 30% on each bill. If you look at the total bill volume in dollars on a client-by-client basis, we actually save over 50% in dollars.
Caris is able to secure some savings on 3 out of every 4 bills they deal with.
In order to get the best results for patients, we've invested heavily into our infrastructure and the training of our staff so that our system is set up to handle an increasing volume of business. We can scale with clients of any size.
Caris's unique approach blends knowledge, experience, and skill to get the best possible results in each case. Companies and organizations from every corner of the healthcare industry can rely on the Caris Group to help patients with the self-pay portion of their medical bills.
We work with clients of all sizes, clients that may have a few thousand individuals on their plan, all the way up to clients that have over 50,000 individuals on their plan. So regardless of where the company is located or what size it may be, we're poised to be able to deliver our services and to scale with any client.
When you provide patient advocacy from the Caris Group, your organization is likely to benefit just as much as your employees or members will. Benefits will likely include increased retention of employees or members, higher satisfaction with benefit plans, reduction in questions or complaints to HR or member services, increased word-of-mouth referrals, and respect and appreciation for being socially responsible. So everybody wins. Patients enjoy individual advocacy and significant savings, and you're able to improve health benefits while keeping costs down.
We shared with you a little bit about the Caris Group and our patient advocacy services, but of course there's a lot more to learn. If you'd like to find out more, we encourage you to get in touch with the person who gave you this DVD.